So magical. Love this. Hey girl, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine and this is your first time here. Welcome. So today I'm going to be sharing my Sephora Vib sale beauty recommendations. I'm going to be showing you guys all, today I'm going to be sharing all makeup products because I have so many products. I'm going to separate the video into self-care and like perfumes, and then this will just be makeup in today's video. So let us get started. I'm so excited to share with you guys these products. If you're interested in the look I'm wearing today, I will have a video on that. Well, it was already uploaded. It's all clean beauty products that I've been using for the past few weeks. So I have that link down below so you guys can check it out. Without further ado, let's get into these products. I'm going to do my best to go in order of how I would apply makeup. So I'm going to start with primer, and y'all already know. The Fenty Beauty Matte Primer is definitely one of my go-tos. I love this primer. I would say it is my current go-to. Like, I don't really use any other primers at the moment besides this one. So this is just their mattifying primer, and I am literally obsessed with it. So definitely get your hands on this if you have oily combo skin. It's really, really good. I actually do have a couple new primers in my Sephora cart that I plan to pick up during the sale. So you guys will see me trying out more products in the near future. For foundation, I have a few that I wanted to show you guys. The first one is this Red Beauty foundation. I really love this. I believe this is the only foundation that they currently have, and it has a little wand applicator, which I really love. And I have the shade 450 Neutral N in this foundation. It's really great on its own. I actually also like layering it with other products. That's something that I enjoy doing, like using different foundations together to create the perfect finish and color. So love layering foundations. I also have been really into the Fenty Easy Drop, and I use the shade 20 and 21 in this product. I know they've been sold out for a minute. Hopefully they're back in stock when the sale happens, but these are really, really good, and we need some more in stock. I've also been into the Clinique Even Better Serum Foundation, another one of my current favorites, and I have the shade Amber, I believe. Yeah, we have Amber in this one. Love this product. This is something that I didn't think I was gonna enjoy, but once I tried it, literally obsessed. So love this foundation. And you guys already know, if you watch my channel, I was gonna mention this. This is the NARS, what is the name? Soft Matte Complete Foundation. Love this. This is definitely my go-to if I'm going somewhere that's like all day and I want my makeup to stay flawless and look amazing. I will whip this out. A lot of times, more recently, I've been mixing it with other foundations to just get a different vibe, but still have that long wear quality that this one has. So I've been really, really into this foundation. As far as powder foundations go, I have been obsessed with this one lately. This is from Kosas, and it's a clean beauty brand. I've been trying to incorporate more clean beauty into my routine. So this is the powder I've been using from Kosas. It's called the Cloud Set, and it's the shade Silky. This is what I have on right now. I'm wearing it with just a concealer, but I'll show you guys that concealer in a second. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I have a powder and concealer on and a setting powder as well, but love this stuff. And the shade is a little bit richer than I usually go for, but I think it works really well. Moving into concealers, I have a couple to show y'all. First one is this Makeup Forever one, and it's the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Concealer. Flawless, amazing. If you're looking for full coverage, this is your girl. This is your go-to. I have the shades 5.1 and another shade in this. I forget what it is. 5.1 is the perfect color for like highlighting, but not too bright. So I like this one. This is a very, very flawless finishing concealer. When I want my makeup to be amazing, I use these two together. Like amazing as in lasting all day, looking like red carpet ready. Like I like using these two products. So I love that concealer. I also love the Too Faced Born This Way still. This is probably been like 3 years at this point that I've been obsessed with this concealer, but it's so good. And I use the shade Mocha most of the time. I do have a few shades in this that I go in between, but Mocha has been my go-to as of lately. So love this concealer. It's really amazing. The hype is true. Next, I have this newer concealer that I've been obsessed with from Ilia, and that's what I'm wearing today with that powder. So I have this under my eyes, like everywhere that I would normally highlight. And I have this one in the shade Birch. So love this concealer as well. I love the shade for everyday use. I also love the consistency. It's not like it's medium coverage. It's not super full. It's definitely not light coverage. It's also not very like dewy. It's a nice consistency. It's a really nice consistency, and it works well for my skin type. So been obsessed with this as well. And then lastly, this is kind of like a color corrector, not a concealer, but this is the Fenty what is this called, the Bright Fix eye brightener. So I have this one in the shade Pumpkin, which is number 13, and this is great if you want color correcting. It's just a beautiful product. So I use it usually around my mouth where I have some darkness, a little drop under my eyes if I want to color correct there. But it's a really good product, and I've been obsessed with it. So I wanted to recommend that to you guys. And I know a lot of y'all have tried it and do love it. So yeah. So y'all know the tea, okay? The next category is setting powder. So this is what I use to set my concealer. The first one here is from Fenty, and I love this powder. This is their Pro Filter powder, by the way. This powder is very surprising to me because typically when it comes to setting powders, I really love fine powders, and the thicker ones are just not as, I don't really like them as much. But this one is, although it's a little thicker than I usually go for, I really, really love the consistency, and I love the color. So love that powder, and Cashew is just a perfect shade. I also really love the Huda Beauty powder. This is the Huda Beauty Banana Bread Easy Bake Powder, and the shade is Banana Bread. I love this shade as well. It's the perfect hint of golden yellow without being too bright. I used to use the shade Kanufa, and I felt like it was a little bit too yellow, and sometimes it can just look a little too yellow. Just that. This powder is super, super fine. Definitely one of my favorite powders ever. It doesn't get, none of these powders are dewy. They're all kind of like demi matte. And I've also been really into, as of lately, my Ilia powder. This is the Ilia Fade Into You powder. They do have a more radiant version of this powder, but the Fade Into You is a soft focus version, and it doesn't give a lot of shine. It doesn't have any shine. It's really pretty. I have it on under my eyes, on my chin, on my forehead, and it's just a beautiful powder. So it's also really, really fine and very similar to the Huda Beauty in terms of how fine it is. So those are my powders. Moving on into like cheek products. Firstly, I have to mention this Kaja palette product, whatever you want to call it. Obsessed. I love this product so much. It's a 3-in-1. It has a blush, a bronzer, and a highlighter. And this is so perfect for traveling, for everyday use. It's just really, really nice. And I'm trying to open up all three so you guys can see. So this is what we have: a beautiful blush, a really nice highlight, and then a contour bronzer cream product at the bottom. This actually lives in my travel makeup bag at the moment because it's just super easy when you're traveling. You do not need to take 3 products. You just have this one and you're good to go. So love this, and the shades work really great on deeper skin tones. So shout out to Kaja. I actually wish they had like more variations of this because I really love the concept of that product. So love that. Also for cheek products, I have been really loving my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. You guys know how I feel about this bronzer, and if you don't, now you know. I love most of Charlotte Tilbury's product that I've tried. Like, I don't think I've tried something from her that I was not a fan of. Maybe I just don't pick out the products that are bad, but I've pretty much loved everything I've tried from her. So this is her bronzer in number 4. Deep is the deepest one, and it's beautiful. It's not super red or anything like that. It's just really, really nice, beautiful formula. It's an amazing product. It's very luxurious, you know. I've also been into the glowish powder from Huda Beauty. This is a bronzer that does have a little hint of glow. Not too much. Not to the point where you're gonna be like, oh, this is like a highlighter. No, it's not that, but it's definitely a little bit more of a glow than most bronzers give you. So love this, and I have it in the shade 5, which is called Rich, and it says Soft Radiance. So that's basically how I would describe it: soft radiance, not dewy. So love this. And then lastly for bronzers, I have the Fenty Beauty in Thick Mint. Thick Mint and Cocoa Naughty are my favorite bronzers from Fenty. Those 2 colors are just perfect. I tend to use this color all over my face, and then I use Cocoa Naughty for my nose. Very much extra, but that's what I do when I'm using these 2 bronzers. And then I have some blushes. These are all Pat McGrath blushes that I've been really loving for the past few months, I would say. I have the shades Love Struck, Electric Bloom and Paradise Venus. These have been sold out on Sephora for a little while, so hopefully they're back in stock for the sale, but these are so pretty. This is Paradise Venus, really nice for everyday blush. This one is Love Struck, really nice for fall. This beautiful color, see the difference? And then this one is Electric Bloom, one of my favorite blushes ever. It definitely has that hint of coral that I really love, so this is that one. So these are the 3 blushes I've been really into lately. Next, I wanted to share a couple highlighters. I don't use highlighters as much as I used to, but I do have a couple that I've been really into, and the first one is from Laura Mercier. It's a powder. It's actually their Cosmic Rose light catcher powder, and it's so beautiful. It's basically a set-in powder, but it has glow. I would not use this to set my face because then you'd look like Edward in Twilight. But I definitely use this on the bridge of my nose, on my high points, basically the top of my cheekbones. It's a really pretty powder. You can use it on your collarbones. I'll show you guys what it looks like in case you don't know. I just put a little bit on my finger, and I'll just show you guys on my hand. See how powerful it could be, but once you work it in, it's very subtle, but it's so magical. Love this. And then I've also really loved the Rare Beauty highlighter. This is a liquid one, and this is in the shade Reflect. Really pretty. It's like a bronzy highlighter color, and I've been I really love this one as well. So this is it over here. Again, you could work it in and make it not as intense, but it's really pretty. Moving on into a set-in powder that's like compact. I really just have one that I've been really into, and it's the Charlotte Tilbury powder. It's number 3 and 4. I have both. I love both, and I love this powder. It's really amazing, and it's my go-to when it comes to setting my face with a compact powder. So love this, and everyone who's tried it loves it. It's like another magical product that kind of transforms and just works for your skin tone and just makes you look extra flawless. So I'm gonna go into brows and eyes. Starting out with brows. Y'all know the Huda Beauty pencil has my heart. I don't know where it is. Like I think I threw it out. I finished the Huda Beauty pencil. I went through 2 in the past couple months. My only con with that pencil is that it finishes so quickly that I feel like I'm constantly repurchasing it. So the last purchase I made was back to one of my favorites, but I do love the Huda Beauty pencil, and I have to mention it because it's really amazing. With that being said, I also really love Benefit's pencils. Benefit's brow products are definitely one of my favorites. This is their Precisely My Brow pencil. This is number 5. I usually go for number 5. I love it. Also for brows, I've been loving the Brow Freeze from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is basically like edge control for your brows, and I know some people use edge control in their brows and it works. I feel like this even smells like a couple edge controls that I own, but I love this product. It's really amazing. It's gonna give you those soapy model brows that is really trending right now. And then more recently, I have been using this Kosas brow gel. This is called the Air Brow. Literally all I'm wearing on my brows is this product. I shaped them with concealer under. I used the Ilia concealer under them, and then I added this product to fluff them out, and that's all I have on. It's just an amazing product. There's a lot of definition. It gives texture. This one is in the shade Black, by the way. It's black, but it's not, the color is called black, but it's not actually black. It's like a really dark brown. A few days ago, I actually used both of these together, and brows were untouchable. Okay, that day my brows were literally untouchable. So those have been my brow products. Moving on to eyeshadow. I don't always wear eyeshadows, so I'll show you guys a few that I actually really love and I think are worth the purchase. So the first one is definitely for sure the Patrick Ta eyeshadow. So this is his eyeshadow palette. It's all neutral colors, but it's so pretty. It's perfect for an everyday eye look. It's perfect to go out. It's my current go-to palette. If I had to pick one that I was reaching for constantly, it would have to be this eyeshadow palette. I really love it. I also love Huda Beauty eyeshadow palettes. I'm not sure if she has anything new at the moment. This is the last one I think I picked up from her. I think this is the last one that I picked up, the Naughty one. But I love her eyeshadow palettes as well, in case you're looking for something, you know, with more colors and whatever. But I do love her formula, and I like her innovations when it comes to eyeshadows. And then of course the Pat McGrath collections are amazing. I haven't picked one up in a minute as well. Just I have an eye in her latest palette because it does have a ton of colors and they all look really good, but I love her formulas. I'm not the best at reading Roman numerals, but I think that says 8. I also really love Laura Mercier's Caviar eye sticks. These are products that I use all the time. I use them as eyeliners, I use them as eyeshadows. They're really easy, and it's like a one-step routine with these. They're basically cream eyeshadows and they come in a ton of colors. I love the bronzes, the golds. These are really like beautiful. Cocoa is one of my favorites. I use the black one all the time for eyeliner, so these are really nice. I also love these two mascaras. This first one is Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk mascara. It's really amazing. I love this mascara. This is the wand for this one, and I love this mascara. It's so nice and it gets your bottom lashes perfectly. And I also love the Rare Beauty mascara. Now this one is the Talk. This mascara is literally the talk of the town. A lot of people have been raving about this, and rightfully so, because it's amazing. This is it here, you guys. It adds so much definition, volume, length, everything you're looking for you will get in this mascara. Definitely one of my favorites ever in life. It's amazing. So we covered everything except lips, and we're gonna get into lip products right now. I have the most lip products out of everything that I mentioned because I think I use a lot more lip products than anything else. So let's bring these over. Okay, so you guys know I love Fenty products. Obviously I am a huge fan of Fenty, so I love the heat formula. So I have this one here. This is in hot cherry. I also love this color Fussy in the heat formula. The heat ones are basically spicy, they're tingly, they're gonna give you a little bit of lip plumping action. And the ones that I have do not have any shimmer. I'm not sure if any of the heats have shimmer, but the ones I own do not have any shimmer. I also love her cream formula. The cream formula is gonna give you a little bit more pigment, a little bit more color. It's gonna give more of a glossy, it gives more of a glossy lipstick look because it gives so much pigment. So I have a few shades that I love. This one is Mauve Wives. I love Honey Waffles. This one is Cupcakin'. Cupcakin' is definitely one of my favorites. I think it's in a little set on its own with another product, I'm pretty sure. So definitely check Cupcakin' out. And then more recently she came out with her mini holiday set, and it had a new formula called, what is it called? Fantasy, I think. Yeah, Fantasy. The Fantasy formula, it's if her original formula and the heat formula, the plumping one, if they had a baby, it would be this one because the shine is crazy. It has a lot of sparkle and even more shine than any of her other glosses. That's my favorite one from her, by the way. And I have Hot Chocolate in my hand, but I love all the shades that came in this drop. It's a holiday set, so you can get, I think, 4 or 5 glosses in that set, and it's just, they're all beautiful. Next I have Patrick Ta's lip gloss. I love his lip glosses, and this is called She's Expensive. It's super glossy and juicy. Love it. And I also have the Tower 28 gloss. This one is in the shade Oats. This is in the shade Oats. It's a very light one. I always use this with a lip liner because it works best for my complexion, but I love their glosses. They're super juicy, super glossy. A big fan. I also wanted to recommend 2 newer ones that I have been really obsessed with. This one's from Lawless. It's Forget the Filler, and this is in the shade Velvet. It's really pretty. I have it on right now and I love it. And then I also have one from Item Beauty, and this one is in the shade Come Through. Girl, when I tell you this is glossy, it is so glossy. Let me see if you guys can see how glossy this is. This is one of the glossiest lip glosses I've ever put on my lips. It's so juicy, not sticky. It doesn't last as long as some of my other glosses do, but it's so pretty. It's so moisturizing. I love it. It leaves your lips feeling very hydrated, which I love. A lot of times glosses are really shiny and juicy, but they're not hydrated. And this one, something about the formula, is very hydrated. It smells really good as well. It smells very fruity if you're into that. So I've been obsessed with it. Anyways, you guys, that is it for my makeup recommendations for the VIB sale. Let me know if there's anything that you'll be picking up for sure in the category of makeup. Let me know what you guys are picking up in the VIB sale, makeup wise, body care wise, perfume wise. I do plan on showing you guys my perfume self-care, like skincare body care picks next week, so you guys will see that as well. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.